Chosen one. Have you noticed how those who once stood by you can't stop talking about your journey? They dwell on the steps you took, the decisions you made, and the powerful way you walked away from what no longer served you. Now, those voices, once full of judgment or doubt, are left speechless, realizing the strength in your actions. The energy you left behind shifted everything, leaving a mark that continues to ripple through their lives, all because you dared to follow your own path. This is something every chosen one experiences. Facing those who misunderstood or doubted you, stepping into a calling not everyone understands, is a unique part of your spiritual journey. This reaction matters because it signals that you are on the right path, pushing against comfort zones and showing others what true courage looks like. Chosen one, if you've been guided to this channel, it's no accident. Subscribe and turn on notifications to join the Kingdom Calls family and never miss the divine wisdom meant to uplift and guide you. Type 1111 in the comments to let the universe know you're ready to receive this wisdom. As a chosen one, you carry a light that shines uniquely, illuminating truth and authenticity in ways that can inspire but also challenge those around you. The path you walk isn't without trials. When you step into your divine purpose, you may find that some people react in ways revealing their insecurities or hidden emotions, responses ranging from admiration to envy, confusion, or even resentment. It's common to feel isolated or misunderstood, but understand these reactions are an expected part of your journey. By embracing such dynamics with grace and purpose, you fulfill a calling that transcends the need for others' validation. God has a purpose for you that's not about blending in, but about standing out in His light. This purpose often requires separating yourself from familiar settings, habits, or even relationships that no longer align with God's path for you. This process can be challenging, but it's not a punishment. It's an invitation from God to draw closer and let go of anything holding you back. Remember, as you step away from people and places that don't serve your spiritual growth, you're being prepared for more aligned connections and experiences that will strengthen you on your divine journey. During this season of separation, doubts may arise, making you wonder if you're making the right decisions. These questions aren't a sign of weakness, but of growth, indicating that you're listening to your soul's call rather than others' expectations. At times, the path may feel lonely, but remember that God never leaves you. This solitude isn't a punishment, but a season of preparation, a time when God molds and strengthens you for the greater purpose He has prepared. It's natural to care about what others think, especially those once close to you, but their reactions often have less to do with you and more with their inner battles. When people respond with negativity or judgment, it often reflects struggles, insecurities, or areas they may be unwilling to face. You've chosen to live in truth and purpose, and not everyone will understand that. By letting go of the need for their approval, you grant yourself the freedom to continue without being weighed down by their opinions. This process is about realizing you are accountable only to God, and that His view of you is what truly matters. There may be times when you feel misunderstood by those you thought would support you. These feelings are valid, but they are not the final truth. In these times, remind yourself that Jesus, too, faced resistance and rejection, even from those close to Him. Yet, He never strayed from His mission. You are called to a similar resilience, trusting that God's plan for you is greater than any opposition. The strength to carry on lies not in seeking others' validation, but in trusting God's purpose for your life. This journey of separation and growth can bring loneliness, especially as you distance yourself from relationships that once provided comfort. Solitude may tempt you to question if you're on the right path, but it's in these quiet moments that God speaks most clearly. Solitude is a time to reflect and re-establish your connection with God, allowing Him to reaffirm your purpose and remind you of His love. When you feel the absence of certain relationships, trust that God will fill those spaces with people who genuinely uplift and encourage your growth in alignment with His will. These moments of refinement aren't just about who or what you're leaving behind. They're about who you're becoming. God is shaping you, building your character, and preparing you for a higher calling. Sometimes, this means releasing old connections and familiar comforts to make room for greater blessings. While others might misunderstand your decisions, the transformation you undergo isn't about them. It's about stepping fully into who God has created you to be, even if it means standing alone for a time. When you release the need for external validation, you free yourself to embrace the future God has laid before you. You begin to see your worth as defined not by others' perceptions, but by God's divine love and purpose. As you walk with this newfound strength, others will witness the power of a life dedicated to God's calling. In seeing you stand firm, some may feel inspired to seek their own path, while others may feel challenged by it. Regardless of their responses, your duty is to remain steadfast and grounded, knowing your journey is ordained by God Himself. Your purpose as a chosen one is not to conform, but to transform, to allow your life to be a testament to God's grace, power, and guidance. This journey is a powerful testimony of faith, resilience, and unwavering commitment to God's plan. The more you walk in alignment with His will, the more you inspire others, not by trying to change their views, but by embodying God's light and truth. When you encounter criticism or doubt, return to God in prayer and reflection. Ask Him to renew your strength and remind you of the path He has laid out for you. Trust that He will continue to guide you, providing the support and clarity you need. In these times, let your faith be an anchor, and let God's promises be the voice you heed above all others. Each decision you make in alignment with God's purpose strengthens your soul and furthers your journey as a chosen one. You are on a sacred path, one marked by courage, purpose, and faith. It's not an easy road, but it's one God designed specifically for you. By embracing this journey, you honor the call He has placed on your life. The experiences you encounter, whether positive or challenging, are all part of the beautiful tapestry of God's plan. Stand firm, grounded in faith, knowing that God's hand is upon you, guiding each step. Chosen one, your journey is not in vain. With every step, you draw closer to fulfilling God's divine purpose, inspiring others to seek their own truth. Keep moving forward with faith, courage, and an open heart, trusting that God is with you every moment. Embrace your path with confidence, for you are chosen, and your journey has a purpose far greater than any earthly recognition or validation. Stand tall in God's truth, knowing His love and guidance will carry you through. Being a chosen one means carrying a unique purpose, a purpose that often sets you apart and brings both admiration and misunderstanding. This path isn't always easy. It requires resilience, discernment, and a commitment to walking in the light of God's wisdom, no matter the challenges. Each encounter, be it supportive or resistant, is part of a divine design meant to shape and refine you according to God's plan. People around you may react with awe, curiosity, or even discomfort, because your life often reflects truths they may not yet understand. In this, both positive and negative reactions serve to remind you of the power God has placed within you. As you walk this path, one thing becomes clear: the importance of discernment. God teaches you through each encounter, helping you recognize relationships that align with your purpose and others that may detract from it. This gift of discernment protects the calling God has placed on your life, allowing you to identify those who truly support your journey from those who may divert your focus. It's a gradual process, one that builds your strength and sharpens your insight. By trusting God's guidance, you learn to prioritize connections that nurture your spirit and avoid those that pull you away from your purpose. An essential part of being a chosen one is understanding the sacred value of solitude. Walking away from relationships that no longer serve you can be painful, but it opens up space for connections that uplift and support your journey. Solitude isn't loneliness. It's an invitation to be closer to God, to seek His wisdom, and to prepare your spirit for what lies ahead. In these quiet moments, you hear God's voice more clearly, receiving insights and strength that equip you for the path He has set before you. Trusting that God will bring the right people into your life allows you to release the need to hold on to connections that no longer serve your divine calling. Accepting that not everyone will understand your journey is liberating. It frees you from the need for constant validation, allowing you to root yourself in God's assurance. Your purpose is unique, designed by God, and doesn't require the approval of others to be valid. When you focus on pleasing God rather than seeking worldly recognition, you gain a peace that others can't shake. This understanding enables you to release attachments that no longer serve your path and embrace a greater sense of peace and purpose. Your journey is one of constant preparation and transformation. God allows each trial to deepen your resilience, build your patience, and shape your spirit to fulfill the purpose He has placed within you. Through these challenges, you become a living testament to God's grace, showing others the strength that comes from faith. When you rely on God, you're equipped with the spiritual tools necessary to overcome adversity and serve as an example of what it means to walk in alignment with God's will. Every trial and every victory becomes part of your testimony, demonstrating that God's presence is with you, even in life's most difficult moments. A crucial realization on this path is letting go of the need to be fully understood by everyone. When you embrace this truth, you can trust that your journey is ultimately between you and God. Your life doesn't need the world's approval, it only needs divine affirmation. This awareness brings freedom, allowing you to focus on the journey God has specifically designed for you without being distracted by others' opinions or expectations. The confidence that comes from this understanding empowers you to move forward, anchored in God's love and assurance. As you continue on this path, know that each encounter, challenge, and triumph serves a purpose in God's grand design for your life. While the journey is uniquely yours, it impacts those around you, inspiring others to seek their own connection with God. Trust in His plan, knowing that every step you take brings you closer to fulfilling your divine calling. You are not walking this path alone. God's presence surrounds you, guiding and sustaining you every step of the way. This spiritual journey deepens your relationship with God, shaping you to be a reflection of His love, wisdom, and strength. Every moment of solitude strengthens your connection with Him, and each interaction teaches you more about His ways. With each experience, your spirit grows more attuned to God's guidance, enabling you to face challenges with a renewed sense of faith and courage. This alignment with God's will becomes the foundation for your life, providing stability even when external circumstances feel uncertain. God's calling on your life is not just about personal growth, it is a light for others to see. As you walk in faith, you inspire others to find their own spiritual path and to recognize the presence of God in their lives. Your journey becomes a beacon, a reminder that God's love can guide, protect, and uplift, even in the face of challenges. This is a calling that transcends personal ambition. It is a sacred duty to serve God by embodying His light and love in the world. By trusting in God's wisdom, you prepare yourself for whatever comes next, knowing that He has equipped you with everything you need to fulfill His purpose. Let each challenge strengthen your spirit, each encounter deepen your understanding, and each victory remind you of His unwavering presence. In this way, you walk not only for yourself, but as a testimony to the power of God's love and guidance. The world may not always understand your journey, but God does, and that is all the validation you need. As you move forward, remember that God has chosen you for this purpose. Embrace the path with courage, knowing that His guidance will never leave you. Stand firm in your faith, confident that God's love surrounds you, providing strength and clarity for each step of your journey. The calling He has placed on your life is greater than any worldly measure, and by walking in alignment with His will, you fulfill a purpose that touches not only your soul, but the souls of many. Trust in this journey and let God's presence be your constant guide. The path of a chosen one often leads to the crossroads of admiration and criticism, especially when God's purpose for you shines through in ways that others don't understand. Perhaps you've noticed how even your quiet victories echo far and wide, stirring reactions that sometimes feel beyond your control. People seem to notice your journey even when you haven't spoken a word. They see something unique, something unshakable within you, and in some cases, that silent strength has left them at a loss. It may be unsettling, but this is part of the calling that sets you apart, a calling only you can fulfill with God's guidance. The reality is, others can sense that you're not simply moving through life seeking validation or blending in. There's a divine purpose within you, shaping your every decision and interaction, no matter how small. This sacred calling is why, even when you're faced with challenges, there's a part of you that stands firm. But with this clarity comes a weight, an awareness that something much greater than yourself is unfolding. It's like God is leading you down a path only you can walk, and that brings both peace and anticipation. While others may see this strength, they often misunderstand its source, leading to a mix of admiration and resentment. They recognize your light, and it stirs something within them that's often hard to explain. This reaction isn't accidental. It's part of the divine purpose behind your journey. God's plan for you is woven with moments that require trust in Him alone, allowing you to grow in ways that exceed worldly understanding. Yet, as much as this awareness brings you comfort, it also raises questions. How long will you be tested? How many more obstacles must you overcome before you see God's full purpose revealed? You may feel that the vision is forming but remains incomplete, as though God is keeping certain pieces just out of reach. This can leave you feeling isolated, as if others don't truly see what God has placed within you. Yet each victory, each quiet triumph is a small piece of His larger plan, one that will be revealed in His perfect time. As these moments add up, anticipation grows, not just for where you are headed, but for a deeper understanding of your purpose and the message you're meant to carry. This journey, though powerful, brings its own trials. You may feel the judgment, the questions, and sometimes even the rejection of those who don't see the world as you do. Some people around you may see your growth as a reflection of what they haven't yet achieved, casting shadows of doubt or envy. But these moments aren't just obstacles, they're part of the refinement process. God uses each reaction, each uncomfortable moment, to draw you closer to Him and strengthen your understanding of His purpose. The reactions of others, both positive and negative, are reminders of God's hand on your life. They show you how His light shines in you, often exposing things that others may not be ready to confront in themselves. These challenges ultimately deepen your faith, teaching you to seek God's approval above all else. And yet, you may still wonder, how long will this journey require such resilience? What else is God preparing you for that demands such unwavering faith? The answers to these questions are just beyond the horizon, inviting you to stay steadfast even in uncertainty. While the path of the chosen one may feel lonely at times, God is guiding countless souls, each on a unique path to fulfill His will. The sense of anticipation within you, the feeling that something significant is about to unfold, is part of His divine preparation. Your struggles, your victories, and even your moments of isolation are building blocks, shaping you for the purpose He has in mind. You may not see the full picture now, but each step is a part of God's masterpiece, one that will reveal His love and purpose for you in His perfect time. So, as you wait for that moment of revelation, hold on to the faith that has carried you this far. Know that the tension and the questions are all part of the divine preparation, drawing you closer to God and strengthening the foundation of who you are meant to be. The anticipation you feel, though sometimes challenging, is a sacred reminder that you are moving toward a destiny shaped by God's own hand. The answers you seek are coming, and with them, a peace that will surpass all understanding. God's plan for you is unfolding in ways beyond your comprehension, and in time, Every unanswered question will reveal its purpose. The journey of a chosen one is no ordinary path. It's a sacred calling that demands resilience, strength, and a level of personal sacrifice that many will never understand. Every challenge you face, every setback you endure, is part of a divine process, transforming and preparing you for something greater than what meets the eye. If you have ever felt misunderstood, isolated, or even rejected because of the path you walk, it's because you are set apart for something extraordinary. God has chosen you as a vessel of His purpose, and while it may feel lonely at times, this journey isn't meant for the masses. It is uniquely yours, distinct in a way that only you, as a chosen one, can fulfill. Reflecting on these moments, you may find yourself asking, why have I been chosen for this? Why must I endure the whispers, the isolation, and the trials others don't face? These questions are valid, and they are part of the inner workings of the divine plan unfolding in your life. The world may not understand your purpose, but that's because they are not meant to. Your calling is not for public approval or validation. It is for a higher purpose, one that will impact not just your life, but the lives of others in ways that cannot yet be seen. This unique journey is a testament to the powerful transformation taking place in you, a transformation that will enable you to positively touch lives and inspire those around you, whether you realize it yet or not. The trials you faced, the challenges testing your faith and endurance, have been shaping you in ways visible and invisible. You may feel like you are walking through fire, but remember that gold is refined in flames. This refining is necessary for you to step fully into the person God is calling you to be. The doubts, fears, and moments of loneliness are not signs of failure. They are part of the purification process. Each time you rise from the ashes, you align more with the purpose that God has set before you, becoming stronger and more attuned to His plan. In each trial, God is equipping you with resilience, grace, and wisdom, shaping you into someone who can bear the weight of the calling placed on your life. This is where many chosen ones falter. They expect to be recognized immediately for their unique calling. They expect the world to see them and understand the greatness that lies within them. But God does not operate according to human timelines. His timing is perfect, and His plan is beyond comprehension. The world may not notice you right away, but that does not mean you are unseen. God sees you. He sees your heart, your struggles, your victories, and every single step you've taken on this journey. His eyes are fixed on you, and His plan for you is already in motion. For many of you, the road has been difficult. You've had moments where you questioned whether it was all worth it. The isolation, the doubt, the feeling that no one understands what you're going through. These emotions are natural, but they are not your truth. The truth is that you are being prepared for something monumental. Every person who has turned their back on you, every criticism you've faced, has been part of God's plan to shape you for this moment. There is a purpose for your life that only you can fulfill, and it requires trials that will strengthen your character, deepen your faith, and prepare you to walk in the fullness of your divine calling. As you reflect, you may see that the resistance you faced was not meant to break you, but to refine you. It's in hardship that God is doing His most powerful work in your life. The trials are necessary to build the strength, humility, and wisdom you need to fulfill your purpose. Without the struggles, you wouldn't be ready for the responsibility ahead. God is preparing you to stand tall in the face of opposition, grounded in your faith even when the world around you is in chaos. Though the world may not understand your path, there are those placed in your life who recognize the light within you. These are people meant to walk with you, support you, and help fulfill your purpose. They may not always be in your immediate circle, but in God's timing, they will show up. You may not yet know who they are, but trust that God is aligning the right people at the right time. One of the most difficult aspects of being a chosen one is feeling misunderstood. There are those who will try to silence you, diminish your significance, or convince you that you are not enough. This is part of the journey. The enemy knows the power within you and will try everything to make you question your worth, purpose, and identity. But you must stand firm in knowing you are not defined by others' words. Your identity is rooted in God. You are a masterpiece created in His image, uniquely designed for the purposes He has set for your life. When you realize this truth, when you understand the magnitude of your calling, you step into a new level of spiritual authority. You are no longer shaken by opinions or swayed by doubts and criticisms. You stand firm in your identity as a chosen one, knowing that God has equipped you for what lies ahead. Here, your true power emerges. You no longer seek validation from the world because you know that your worth is in God alone. Here, you come into the fullness of your calling. The world may not know your name, but God knows you intimately. He knows the deepest desires of your heart, the struggles you've faced, and the dreams He has planted within you. He has been preparing you for this time where you will boldly walk in your purpose, regardless of others' understanding. Your journey is not about seeking approval. It's about fulfilling God's purpose in your life and allowing Him to work through you in profound, life-altering ways. The truth is, you've been chosen because you are capable and strong. You've been chosen because you have the courage to rise above the noise, to stand firm in your faith, and to carry the responsibility that comes with this calling. It is not a light burden, but it is one that God has equipped you to carry. You are walking in the footsteps of giants, and while the road may be difficult, the reward on the other side is worth every step. You are not walking alone. God is with you every step of the way. He is guiding you, strengthening you, and preparing you for what lies ahead. As you continue, remember that your journey is not about the destination. It's about the transformation along the way. It is about becoming the person God intended you to be, even if the path is difficult or uncertain. Each step forward is a testimony of your faith and God's faithfulness, building a story that will inspire those who follow after you. Even when others can't understand the full magnitude of your calling, God sees and knows you fully. Your life is a testament to His great love, and every step you take in faith is a declaration of His glory. The journey is just beginning, and you are more prepared than you know to walk it with grace, strength, and unwavering confidence. Every moment that has led you here reflects God's love and faithfulness. Trust in His plan, His timing, and embrace the fullness of your purpose. You are chosen, and nothing can take away the divine path He has laid out for you. Remember, your purpose has been established long before you walked this earth. God knew you would be a light in the darkness, a beacon for others who need to see His love. With every step, remember that you are not walking in vain. You are walking in divine favor, and your life will speak to others in ways that only God can orchestrate. As you walk forward, allow His presence to lead you, knowing that every challenge is part of His plan. Keep your eyes on Him, and He will guide you to victory. You are chosen, and on the path to something extraordinary. Chosen one, you are truly special. The voices that sought to diminish you hold no power. In God's eyes, you are cherished, seen, and equipped for a divine purpose. This is your path forward. Embrace it with confidence, knowing He is guiding you to greatness. God is walking beside you, and His divine will is always at work within you. You are exactly where you are meant to be. The road ahead, although unknown, is filled with promise, growth, and opportunities for spiritual elevation. Take every step forward, trusting that His plans for you are filled with prosperity and purpose. God's love is with you every step of the way, giving you strength to overcome every obstacle that arises. Keep walking with faith, knowing He has great things in store for you. Your story has not been an accident. Every rejection, every heartbreak, every struggle has been part of the process to refine you. The moments when you felt unseen or misunderstood were orchestrated by God to prepare you for the future. Those who doubted you couldn't see your true worth because it was not for them to see. Their judgment is not what defines you. It is God's purpose for you that will unfold. The challenges you've faced were stepping stones meant to prepare you for the greatness you are about to experience. Now, you are ready for the next chapter in your divine journey. God is continuously working on your heart, your character, and your spirit. Even during seasons when you feel stagnant or frustrated, remember that He is refining you for the next step. These quiet moments are just as important as those of action and progress. In times of stillness, you are being prepared to handle the greater responsibilities and blessings God has for you. Your character is being shaped to stand firm in faith, to rise above adversity, and to walk in your full potential. Trust that He is always working in you, even when you don't see immediate results. In due time, everything you've endured will become part of the beautiful testimony of His faithfulness in your life. As you continue on this sacred journey, remember that you are not called to blend in. God has designed you to stand out, to rise above, and to fulfill a purpose that no one else can. The world will try to make you conform, to tell you who you should be, but you must hold firm to the truth that you were created for greatness. The path God has set for you is not the easy road, but it is the one that leads to fulfillment and spiritual transformation. Do not allow the world to pressure you into accepting anything less than God's best for your life. He has given you a unique calling, and He has placed His light within you. Trust in His guidance and know that you are equipped for this journey. The truth is that no one can stop the plans God has for you. They may try to diminish your light, question your choices, or criticize your path, but nothing can thwart God's purpose for you. Your light cannot be hidden. The time has come for you to step boldly into everything He has in store for you. There is no need to apologize for the person God has made you to be. You are divinely equipped for greatness, and those who oppose you are simply fueling the very fire that will propel you forward. Every challenge you've faced has been an opportunity for you to rise, to grow stronger, and to become more of who God has destined you to be. People may still not understand your journey, chosen one. They may continue to question your decisions, your actions, and your motives. But remember, you don't need their validation to walk in your purpose. God has already validated you. He has already chosen you. You don't need anyone's approval except His. Your path is already set before you. The only thing left is to walk in it with boldness, courage, and faith. Trust that everything you need to fulfill your purpose has already been provided. Don't let fear or doubt slow you down. God has equipped you to succeed. As you continue forward, remember that you are never alone. God is always with you. He has equipped you with everything you need to thrive. Trust His process and know that He is working in every detail of your life. You are not walking this journey alone. He is beside you every step of the way. The challenges, the obstacles, the trials, they are all part of your preparation. God is using these experiences to refine you, to strengthen you, and to help you become the person He has called you to be. Your life is not just about you, chosen one. It's about what God will do through you. As you grow, you will become a beacon of light for others. Your story, your testimony, and your journey will inspire those around you. People will see the light of God in your life, and they will be drawn to it. They will want to know how you overcame your struggles, how you stayed strong, and how you continued to move forward. And in that moment, you will have the opportunity to share the love of God with them. You will have the chance to show them that God can do the same in their lives. So, chosen one, keep moving forward. Trust in God's plan for your life. Stay close to Him, listen for His voice, and follow His lead. Every step you take brings you closer to the person He has created you to be. Keep your eyes fixed on Him and on the promises He has made to you. Walk in His strength, knowing that He is with you every step of the way. You are not alone on this journey. The best is yet to come. God has a great future in store for you, chosen one. Don't let fear or doubt hold you back. Keep moving forward with confidence, knowing that He is with you. Every step you take brings you closer to your destiny. Embrace the journey, knowing that God is guiding you every step of the way. You are loved, you are chosen, and you are destined for greatness. Heavenly Father, we come before you today with hearts full of gratitude and praise. We thank you for the gift of purpose and the divine path you've set before each of us. As chosen ones, we are uniquely equipped to face the challenges and triumphs that lie ahead, for you have ordained our steps. Lord, we ask for your wisdom to continue guiding us through every season of growth. May we remain aligned with your will and walk in confidence, knowing that you are with us every step of the way. Father, I pray that you strengthen our resolve when the path gets tough. When doubt creeps in, remind us that your plans for us are greater than anything we could imagine. Help us keep our eyes fixed on the bigger picture, knowing the struggles we face are part of our divine growth. We pray for clarity to see your hand in every circumstance, and for the courage to embrace the journey even when it feels uncertain. Let us stand firm, knowing that we have been chosen for greatness. Lord, we also pray for peace in our hearts. May your love surround us in moments of doubt, and may we always remember you are in control. May we continue to be a light for others, using the strength you've given us to uplift and encourage those around us. Help us remember our purpose extends beyond ourselves into the lives of others. We are your vessels, Lord, and we are ready to walk in the fullness of all you've called us to be. Thank you for this community and the divine connections made through this journey. We ask you to bless everyone who watches, listens, and takes part in this journey. May they feel your presence and your guidance and continue to seek your purpose. We trust you, God, and know you will lead us into the fullness of our destiny. In your precious name, we pray. Amen. Chosen one, if this message resonated with you, I encourage you to take the next step in embracing your divine journey. Subscribe to our channel so you can continue receiving wisdom, encouragement, and guidance as you walk in your purpose. You are not alone. Together, we are a community of chosen ones, united in faith and purpose. I invite you to share this message with others who may need to hear it. We are stronger when we come together, and your sharing might be the spark someone else needs to realize their own greatness. Don't keep the blessings you've received to yourself. Let's spread the light and help others see the potential within them. By subscribing and sharing, you contribute to the growth of this sacred community. And together, we can continue to support and uplift one another. God has great things in store for all of us. And as you continue to walk in faith, remember, you are divinely chosen. Stay strong, stay faithful, and remember, you are never alone on this journey. If this message touched your heart and you'd like to support the Chosen Ones community, consider donating to our Ko-fi. Your contribution helps us continue to create spiritually enriching content for you and others on the sacred path. Every donation, no matter how small, allows us to reach more people, share wisdom, and grow this community of faith and purpose. By supporting us, you're helping to make a lasting impact on the lives of many. Thank you for being a part of this journey and for your continued support. Together, we can walk in purpose and unity.